Let's talk about the Prime Minister and his loving of certain world leaders, if they're willing to talk to him. Remember, he was part of the B team, the reserve team, the bench of global leaders at the G7. They, of course, every country outside of the seven. They weren't allowed to even dine with the seven that, of course, included, among others, the United States. And there was great fanfare and great hope that Albo would end up finally having his meeting with Donald Trump, because, of course, he's done 4/5 of bugger all to actually physically sit face-to-face with him from the day he won the election in November to January when he gets sworn in. And we are now on our way towards July and no face-to-face. Well, apparently the next time there might be an opportunity for a meeting with the President of the United States may well end up being a Quad meeting. Now, this is going to be really full on if we can't get some FaceTime, because there's only 4 countries involved in the Quad. And if we can't get face-to-face in a 4-way meeting, then we're in a world of trouble. So most likely, yeah, that's where it's going to be. But I just want everyone to remember here, while the majority of Australians don't like Donald Trump, the Australian Prime Minister has not met face-to-face with the new Prime Minister November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. And we keep going past July. When asked about it, of course, the greatest Prime Minister of all time, well, doesn't care. Why? Because it's good for him politically to have problems with Donald Trump, despite the fact that when given a choice between America leading the world or China leading the world, all good and decent human beings know America should be at the head of the table, not China. Yeah, I said it.
Is your preference to have a face-to-face Oval Office meeting with the President rather than waiting for the Quad, for instance?
I think where the meeting takes place is less important than what comes out of the meeting, frankly. And I know there is a focus on this, laser-like focus on this.
Yeah, laser-like. Oh, laser-like. This is a pretty bad laser. We have not been able to hit the target. Now, again, we know the Australian media is obsessed with this meeting because they want it to fail, because they want to judge the body language of Orange Man bad, because they want our Prime Minister to be like other Prime Ministers who seemingly have benefited from being on the opposite side of issues when it comes to Donald Trump. On all of this, we'll have a chat to Laura Jays in the United States in a moment or two's time about this before we get into our debate tonight between Nicholas Rees and with Matt Canavan. But the reason this meeting has to take place is because, yes, it was America's decision to introduce a 10% global tariff on every country, including Australia, that will affect things like our steel and the importation of our steel to the United States. Well, ABC News America is saying there was a 90-day pause and there probably won't be another 90-day pause, meaning the tariffs could kick in as early as 10 days' time from now. So 30 days have June, April, and November, right? Then July 9, 10 days from now. When will Australia get face-to-face with the President of the United States? Well, certainly not in the next 10 days. But don't worry about it.